Okay, hi YouTube subscribers. Today I'm just going to talk about management of autoimmune diseases and some more holistic options you can use as opposed to surgeries and drugs and craziness. Your doctors are going to tell you that you've got a really short lifespan and you're punishing yourself and the only thing you can do is Western medicine. Well, I say bollocks, and I'm going to give you a couple of suggestions of some things that you can do to replenish your immune system and your body when you've cheated or things haven't gone well and you've actually eaten, more toxic foods, and you can bring yourself back out of a so-called flare. So some things that I used, one called glutamine. This will replenish cell tissue. You can put that in a smoothie or in your water, and that's going to rebuild mucilage and cartilage in your body and help to replenish your gut and your immune system. When you're really hurting and your gut is really swollen and really sore, you can definitely use this one. I'd say use a teaspoon. You can pop that in a smoothie a couple times a day, or if you're not tolerating the smoothie, you can even mix that into a glass of water. It's pretty benign tasting. On the bottle here it says to assist in muscle cell repair and restore plasma glutamine levels. It supports immune and digestive system health. So that's one you can use. Another really cool hack you can use is the coconut or rice milk. This is Coconut Dream. You can also use rice milk. So again, we're not using dairy because dairy is inflammatory, and we're going to use that with this wheatgrass. So I can't really see it here. My lighting is kind of weird with the with this because it's kind of green, but it's actually called organic wheatgrass. It's in a fine grind. It's alkalizing and energizing. It's vegan, gluten-free, and raw. So you want to mix this stuff, one scoop with 250 to 500 mils of water juice to your smoothie. So you can really get through some rough times when you're not eating a lot. I would do this as opposed to the conventional boost they would offer you, which is just more chemicals mixed in so Big Pharma can sell more substances. So definitely do the wheatgrass. Something additional you can do, this is aloe vera in liquid. You can just buy that as a liquid. The brand I've been using is called Lily of the Desert. So that's the version I just showed you. That's the liquid. This is the inner fillet. So it's a little bit different. It's preservative free. It's organic. You want to refrigerate that if you open it. So I mean, you could have that a couple times a day. Too much and you might get the runs again, but this is very replenishing and healthful to your digestive system. Another thing, if you're not eating much and the pills and such won't go down, you can try some BioK probiotic. If you're dairy intolerant, I would probably go with the rice milk version. This one is fermented milk, which I probably shouldn't be buying, but they were out of the rice milk, so I'm just showing you this one. It's got 50 billion active culture, so this is good for rebuilding the gut. The new research suggests that you don't really need a probiotic unless you got gut issues. Well, guess what, I do, so I'm using it. Another replacement meal provider, a really good one, is Vega. Vega's 100% natural. It doesn't have sugar added. It's gluten-free. It's got a whole bunch of vitamins, minerals, but it's plant-based. It's not kind of toxic, yucky chemicals. It's got things like pea protein and sprouted brown rice. I mean, so much different than the chemicals you might pronounce on a Big Pharma version of this. So this is found at Save On Foods if you live in Canada, or at a health food store of your choosing. I'm sure you could look online and see if your local health food store has that one. Something else I'm recommending when it comes to supplementation is the cell food stuff. This is so you can get your minerals back, so you can add that to your water during the day to replenish your minerals. It provides high levels of oxygen for the body and hydration. You could try a few drops of that. Makes over 22 quarts. This is a really good bang for your buck. I think this thing is around 25 bucks, so you can use it for a long time. As I tend to catch colds and flus from time to time, I work with kids, so something that will pull you out. I haven't had a cold or a flu longer than a few days, as long as you rest and don't keep working. This Immune 7 stuff is absolutely phenomenal. It's going to pull you out of a flare, of a cold or a flu if it's approaching. You want to probably take one of these 3 times a day. It's by Purica, and it's actually reishi mushroom. This is really big in Asia, countries like Japan, where they use this like hotcakes. They've got reishi drinks and everything. This is a pill, but it needs to go down. It does not upset your stomach. And again, I would recommend 1-3 times a day if you're getting something. So there's that. Another huge thing if you want to look at foods is avocados. They are extremely alkalining. You can mash them up with a fork, add a bit of salt if you can. You can add a little lemon juice to it, but that could be acidic if you're in a flare, so probably not the best idea, but you can live on avocados for a while until you feel a bit better. A really good one. One that my naturopath recommended is a company, Metagenics. They make Omegagenics Active. So this is a pro-resolving mediator. It's a dietary supplement, extremely expensive. If you're in Canada, you have to order this from the States. They do not currently have this in health food stores in Canada. You want to take 2 of these a day, and that's kind of a preventative to keep you from going into a flare. So that's something else you could try. When I am getting sick, I recommend these Allicin garlic pills, which you can probably take 1 of these 3 times a day, and that will also strengthen your immune system. You don't have to take these all the time, but if you're getting sick, I definitely recommend them. This is concentrated, top quality garlic. You'd have to eat like 6 giant cloves of garlic to get what you get in one of these pills, and they're pleasant tasting, and if you did burp it up, it's kind of like burping up a piece of garlic toast. So highly recommend on that. Something else you can really try is turmeric. You can put this in your smoothies, in your food. There's also a pill way. This one is by Nature's Way. So antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. In Eastern countries, they eat this stuff on everything. Why don't we? I wonder. Interesting. So those are just a few supplements that you could try. One more is holy basil. If you don't want to go Western and you are having stomach cramping, holy basil instead. That will ease up with your cramping without all the stupid side effects of taking antispasmodic pharmaceutical anti-crampers, and doesn't have all the side effects and problems. So holy basil is definitely a good option for you. And D3 is great. We don't get a lot of sun sometimes, especially in Canadian weather places. So obviously I think at least 2,000 of D a day is really good prevention for you. Supplements for me have been a huge savior, and I've gotten to avoid a lot of Western type drugs, which my body rejects and doesn't like. So I'd say balancing your stress and making some holistic lifestyle choices and putting in some supplements will definitely better you on your way to regulating a bowel disease or an autoimmune disease, so you don't have to go to drastic measures. And don't listen to a word they're saying about your lifespan being shortened, because it's totally not the case. You can get through this, you can do it, and you can do it holistically. All right, have a great day, guys. Thank you.